The stars shined bright as Commander Olivia Stark looked out from the big window of the human ship, Artemis. Her brown eyes watched the colorful space cloud they were moving toward. This part of space was new to humans. No one had been here before. Their job was simple: look around, take pictures, and go back home. No one thought they would meet aliens, especially not aliens that would change everything forever. Olivia stood tall as the strange crystal ship came toward them. It sparkled with colors humans had never seen before. The woman at the radio, Natalie Weber, tried hard to talk to them. "They are sending some kind of message, Captain, but our computers cannot understand it." Natalie said, her fingers moving fast on her desk. "Keep trying." Olivia said, "And tell the team that meets new aliens to get ready." The alien ship was 3 times bigger than Artemis and looked very pretty, not like the plain human ships. The crystal outside of the ship seemed to move like water that was frozen in time. Diana Moore, the science lady, walked up to Olivia. "Our tests show their machines are hundreds of years better than ours, Captain. The stuff their ship is made of is not in any of our books." Before Olivia could say anything, a soft purple light filled the room. A person appeared in front of them. She was tall, thin, with skin that changed colors like a rainbow. Her face looked almost human, except for her glowing eyes and the small tentacles around her face instead of hair. She wore armor that seemed alive and moved with her body. "Hello, humans," the alien said, her voice sounding like music in the air. "I am Zayla, 7th Princess of the Lumerian Empire." The crew froze. Humans had met aliens before, but never ones so advanced, never ones so similar, yet different. Olivia stepped forward. "I am Commander Olivia Stark of Earth Alliance ship Artemis. We come in peace." The alien princess tilted her head, looking at Olivia with those glowing eyes. "Your kind is very interesting, Commander. You have not been alive very long, yet you have done so much. We have been watching your people for some time." Olivia felt cold. "You have been watching us. Your TV shows and radio go through space. Your stories, your music, your fights, we find them very interesting. You make things with such feeling even though your bodies are weak." Allison Rivera, the alien expert, moved next to Olivia. "Princess Zayla, may I ask why you have shown yourselves to us now?" The alien princess smiled, her skin changing colors. "Because your ship entered a place where the Kreshak hunt. Their ships are coming. They think all living things are food to be collected. You would not live if you met them." Morgan Chen at the weapons desk spoke. "Captain, our machines see many objects moving very fast toward us. The Kreshak," Sila said. "They are old enemies of many space people. They do not talk. They do not make deals. They eat." "How much time do we have?" Olivia asked. "Maybe 20 minutes, Sila said. "Your engines cannot run away fast. Enough your guns cannot hurt them." "Then why are you here?" Olivia asked. "To watch us die." The alien princess moved closer, moving like water. "No, Commander, I came to save you. My people like how humans never give up. We think your kind could be good, friends against the Kreshak danger." "What exactly are you asking?" Allison said. "A bond." Zayla explained. "In Lumerian culture, bonding is our most special connection. A sharing of minds and knowledge. A friendship between people that includes their whole groups." The room got quiet as everyone thought about what this meant. "You want one of us to bond with you?" Olivia realized. "Yes." Zayla said, "Such a bond would put your ship under Lumerian protection. The Kreshak would not dare attack. But the choice must be made soon. Their ships are coming." Kelly Martinez, the engine expert, ran into the room. "Captain, the engines are stopping. Something is taking our power. The Kreshak have started their collection," Zayla explained. "They first stop your power, then come on your ship and eat." Alarms made noise all over the ship. Red emergency lights made the room look red. "What does this bond really mean?" Olivia asked, thinking fast about choices. Two minds joined for a while. Memories, shared knowledge. Exchanged. It is not forever for your kind, but it will mark your ship with Lumerian protection. And if we say no, then I cannot help you. Zayla said simply. My people will not step in without a bond. It is our most holy law. Why me? Olivia asked. Why humans? Your kind has something rare in the universe, Commander. You adapt. You get past problems that should kill you. You imagine things that should not be possible. Your minds are wild and beautiful. I have studied your history. You fight when you should give up. You build when you should lose hope. You love when you should hate. These things make you special. The screen showed the coming Kreshak ships, now visible as dark pointed shapes against the stars. Captain, we have 15 minutes before they reach us, Morgan said, and weapons are not working. Olivia looked at her crew, their faces tense but brave. They had trained for meeting aliens, but nothing like this. Nothing that needed such a quick life or death. Choice, I volunteer. Natalie stepped forward. If someone needs to bond with the alien princess, I volunteer. Zayla turned to Natalie, her skin changing to deep blue. You would do this for your crew. For my crew, for humanity, for knowledge, Natalie said. If what you say about these Kreshak is true, we need friends. And if bonding gives us your knowledge and protection, I volunteer. Olivia looked at her radio officer. Natalie, are you sure? Yes, Captain, she said firmly. I studied alien languages and communication. This is exactly my job, making connections. Zayla walked to Natalie. The process does not hurt, but it is strong. Your mind will touch mine. Your thoughts will come into me as mine come into you. Are you ready? Natalie nodded. I am. The alien princess raised her hands, putting them softly on both sides of Natalie's face. The tentacles around Zayla's head began to glow, sending light that seemed to flow into Natalie. Natalie gasped, her eyes opening wide as information filled her mind. Memories, not her own visions of crystal cities floating among giant gas planets, ships that traveled through other dimensions. Not just space beings of light and energy that lived with the Lumerians as equals. The crew watched in wonder as the two became covered in spinning light. Natalie shook but stayed standing, her hands now holding Zayla's arms. After what seemed like forever, the light faded. Natalie stumbled backward, caught by Diana. The bond is done, Zayla said, her skin now partly matching Natalie's skin color. Your ship is under Lumerian protection. Right then, the dark shapes on the screen changed direction, moving away from Artemis. The Kreshak are leaving. Morgan confirmed. Natalie blinked many times, her eyes adjusting. I saw, I felt, I knew, she whispered. Their world, their history, their science, it's all in my mind, Captain, so much knowledge. Zayla nodded. And I now carry the spirit of humanity inside me. Your courage, your dreams, your determination. These will be shared with my people. What happens now? Olivia asked. Now, Commander Stark. Zayla smiled, her face looking more human than before. Now our peoples begin a new journey. The Lumerian High Council asks for official talks with Earth. We believe humanity may be the key to finally beating the Kreshak threat. Your kind thinks differently, solves problems in new ways, and Natalie, Diana asked, still holding the radio officer. She will keep much of the knowledge we shared. It will take time for her mind to understand, but she will become a bridge between our peoples. Natalie looked up, her eyes now having bits of the same glow as Zayla's. Captain, I understand their language, their culture, their machines. We need this friendship, the things they can teach us. It's beyond imagination. Olivia took a deep breath, thinking about what all this meant. First contact, an alien threat, and now a friendship with an advanced civilization, all in less than an hour. Princess Zayla for Earth Alliance. I accept your offer of official talks. Olivia held out her hand. Zayla looked at the outstretched hand, then copied the gesture, their fingers touching. The stars have new watchers now, Commander. Together we will write the next part of space history, as Artemis turned toward Earth. The crew felt a sense of big change. The universe had suddenly become much larger and much more dangerous, but also filled with new possibilities. Natalie looked out at the stars, her mind still processing images and knowledge from a civilization that had traveled between galaxies for thousands of years. They need us, she whispered, as much as we need them. And somewhere in the dark, the Kreshak fleet gathered, their collectors temporarily stopped but patient. Many worlds had fallen to them. Before the game of survival continued among the stars, a new friendship formed from need and interest, the human spirit joining with ancient wisdom. The fight for the galaxy had only just begun. 3 days passed since the bonding. Natalie spent most of this time in the medical bay under Diana's care. The knowledge transfer had left her tired, but her mind was starting to sort through the vast information. "How are you feeling today?" Diana asked, checking Natalie's vital signs better. Natalie said, sitting up. "The headaches are gone and I can control the memories now. It's like having a library in my head. I can open books when I want to, instead of having them all fall on me at once." Diana nodded, making notes. "Your brain activity is still higher than normal, but it seems to be stabilizing. Any new insights?" Natalie smiled. Their civilization is over 50,000 years old, Diana. They have visited thousands of worlds, colonized hundreds. They don't think of space like we do. For them, it's more like an ocean with currents and tides. They don't push through it. They flow with it. Olivia entered the medical bay, Zila floating behind her. The alien princess had remained aboard the Artemis as they traveled back toward Earth space, her crystal ship following alongside. "The Earth Alliance Council wants a full report," Olivia said. "They are sending a diplomatic team to meet us at Pluto Station. Are you well enough to brief them?" Natalie. "Yes, Captain." Natalie stood, her movements smooth, confident. "I believe I can explain everything they need to know." Zayla moved forward, her form seeming less solid than before. "The bond continues to settle. Your mind adapts quickly, Natalie. Weber faster than any species we have encountered before. This confirms what we believed about humans." "And what is that exactly?" Olivia asked, still cautious. "Despite the alliance? That you are catalysts." Zayla explained. "Most species evolve slowly, changing over millions of years, finding their niche and staying there. Humans burst into existence, a flash of innovation and adaptation. You do not accept limitations, you push boundaries. Even your bodies reflect this. You are not the strongest or fastest, but you can endure. You can run longer distances than almost any creature in the galaxy. Your stamina is legendary." Diana looked interested. "From a biological standpoint." "From every standpoint," Zayla interrupted. "Most species, including Lumerians, seek harmony with their environment. Humans seek to change their environment when it does not suit them. This seems small, but it is a fundamental difference in thinking." Morgan entered with a tablet. "Captain, sensors detect 3 Earth Alliance cruisers approaching. They will intercept us in approximately 4 hours. Already," Olivia frowned. "We are still 2 days from Pluto Station. They must have dispatched them immediately after our first transmission," Diana suggested. "Or they were already in the area." Morgan added, her voice low. Olivia turned to Zayla. "Would you be willing to meet with our military first, Princess? The situation may be tense." "Of course," Zayla nodded, her skin rippling with calm blue tones. "I understand. Caution your leaders. Must protect their people as mine would." Natalie suddenly gasped, her eyes glowing brighter. "They're coming," she whispered. "Who?" Diana moved quickly to her side. "The Kreshak. They followed us. They tracked the bond." Natalie looked at Zayla. "They know what we did. They know what it means." Zayla grew still, her form hardening. "This is unexpected. The Kreshak have never pursued a protected vessel before." Alarms blared throughout the ship, multiple contacts appearing from subspace. Morgan reported. "Rushing to the nearest console. Configuration unknown but matching the profile of the ships we encountered before." "How many?" Olivia demanded. 7, no 11, 15. Morgan watched in horror as the count kept climbing. "Captain, there is over 30 ships." Zila moved to the console, her body glowing brighter. "They have sent a harvester fleet. This is unprecedented. Even my people would struggle against such numbers." "Why?" Olivia asked. "Why commit so many resources to one small ship?" "Because of what Natalie carries." Zayla turned, her glowing eyes intense. "The knowledge transfer, the bond, the Kreshak must have sensed it somehow. They fear what humans might become with Lumerian knowledge. We need to warn Earth, Olivia said. And the approaching cruisers? No time. Morgan shook her head. The Kreshak ships are jamming all transmissions and they're between us and the Earth vessels. We need to run, Diana suggested. They would only follow. Zayla said, and catch us eventually. Natalie stepped forward, her movements now mimicking Zayla's fluid grace. We fight. With what? Morgan asked. Our weapons are no match for theirs. Not your weapons, Natalie said. Their weapons. Through the bond, I know how Lumerian ships communicate. I can send a signal to Zayla's vessel. Zayla looked at Natalie with new respect. You have accessed that knowledge already. Impressive. Will it work? Olivia asked. Maybe, Zayla admitted. My ship has defensive capabilities, but it was not designed for combat against a harvester fleet. We don't need to defeat them, Natalie said, her eyes now glowing as brightly as Zayla's. We just need to hold them until the Earth Alliance cruisers arrive. Then we have a chance. Olivia looked between the human with alien knowledge and the alien with human determination. A strange pair, but perhaps exactly what was needed. Do it, she ordered. Natalie closed her eyes, concentrating. The ship shuddered as something invisible passed through it. A moment later, the crystal vessel alongside them began to glow, its surface shifting, reforming from elegant curves to angular points. Weapons emerged from what had seemed like decorative features. Lumerian ships are semi-alive, Natalie explained, seeing the crew's surprise. They can adapt to situations, changing their configuration as needed. The Kreshak are approaching, Morgan reported. 5 minutes to weapons range. All crew to battle stations, Olivia ordered. All non-essential personnel to escape pods ready to launch on my command. The escape pods would not get far, Zayla warned. I know, Olivia said grimly. But it's better than no chance at all. The first Kreshak ships entered weapons range, their dark hulls absorbing light rather than reflecting it. They moved in perfect formation like hunters surrounding prey. They are scanning us, Morgan reported, attempting to lock on with energy weapons. Natalie and Zayla stood side by side, both glowing now, their energy seeming to feed each other. The crystal ship is in position, Natalie said, her voice overlapping with Zayla's, creating an echo effect, activating defense matrix. The Lumerian vessel suddenly expanded, a web of light stretching out from its hull, enveloping the Artemis in a glowing cocoon. Just as the shield formed, the first Kreshak weapons hit. Brilliant green energy splashed against the light web, causing it to flare. But hold shield. At 80% capacity, Natalie reported. The Kreshak are adjusting their weapons frequency. They learn quickly. Can we move? Olivia asked. Yes, but slowly. The shield reduces our engine efficiency, Zayla explained. We should conserve power for defense. Morgan worked at her console. The Earth Alliance cruisers have changed course. They must have detected the Kreshak fleet. ETA 20 minutes. Too long, Diana said. The shield won't last that long. We need a distraction, Olivia decided. Something to divide their attention. Natalie suddenly straightened, her eyes widening. The dormant protocols. Gaila turned to her. You accessed that knowledge as well. You learn faster than any bonded being in our history. What dormant protocols? Olivia demanded. Lumerian. Ships contain emergency defensive measures, Natalie explained. Designed to be used only in extreme circumstances. They are powerful, but unpredictable. What do they do exactly? Diana asked. They create a localized subspace disruption, Zayla said. It would temporarily disable all ships in the area, including ours and my vessel. But the Kreshak would be affected longer. Their technology is sensitive to subspace fluctuations. Would it hurt the crew? Olivia asked. No. But it would leave us vulnerable. For approximately 2 minutes, Zayla warned. If even one Kreshak ship recovers before we do, how long would it disable the Kreshak fleet? Morgan asked. 5 to 7 minutes for most ships. Natalie calculated. Enough time for the Earth vessels to arrive. Olivia looked at the tactical display. The Kreshak ships were closing in, surrounding them. Another blast hit the shield, causing the lights on Artemis to flicker. Shield at 60%. Natalie reported, another direct hit will reduce it below 50. Do it, Olivia ordered. Activate the protocols. Natalie and Zayla joined hands, their energies merging into a single column of light. Natalie spoke words in a language no human had heard before. The crystal ship pulsed once, twice, 3 times, then released a wave of blue energy that expanded outward. The wave passed through the shield, through the Artemis, and kept going. As it touched each Krishak ship, their lights went out, their movements stopped. The wave continued expanding until it reached the edge of the battle zone. Then everything went dark. The Artemis lost all power. The crystal ship stopped glowing. Even Natalie and Zayla's shared energy field dimmed to almost nothing in the darkness. Diana activated her emergency light. How long? She asked. 1 minute 40 seconds remaining. Zayla whispered, her voice weak. The disruption was stronger than anticipated. Everyone stay calm, Olivia ordered. Prepare for emergency restart procedures. The minutes stretched, each second, feeling like an hour. In the dim emergency lighting, they could see the Kreshak ships floating dead in space through the viewports. Some were already showing signs of recovery, small lights flickering on their hulls. Time, Olivia asked. 20 seconds. Natalie replied, some of the Kreshak ships are restarting faster than expected. Which systems come back first? Morgan asked. Life support, navigation, communications, weapons last. Zayla listed, reroute all power to weapons when we restart. Olivia ordered, we may only get one shot. That would leave us with minimal life support, Diana warned. Better than no life support if the Krishak destroy us. Olivia countered. The lights suddenly came back on, systems restarting around the bridge. Natalie moved to the weapons console, her fingers flying across the interface with inhuman speed. Targeting largest Krishak vessel, she announced. They appear to be the command ship. Fire when ready. Olivia ordered. The Artemis shuddered as it released all its weapon energy in a single concentrated burst. The beam struck the largest Kreshak ship just as it was powering up. The dark hull cracked, golden light spilling from within. Direct hit, Morgan reported. Their power core is destabilizing. The Kreshak command ship began to break apart, fragments spinning away. But the other vessels were recovering faster now, moving back into attack formation. We have no more weapon energy, Natalie reported. Shield at 20% and failing. How long until the Earth cruisers arrive? Olivia asked. 8 minutes. Morgan replied. Too long. Zayla stepped forward, her form solidifying. There is one more option, the final protocol. What does it do? Olivia asked. It would merge your ship and mine temporarily, creating a hybrid vessel with both our technologies. It has never been done with a non-Lumerian ship before. The stress might destroy both vessels. And if it works, we would have access to Lumerian weapons through the crystal ship while using your ship's power systems, Zayla explained. It would give us a fighting chance. Another Krishak blast hit them, shields failing completely. Do it, Olivia ordered. Zayla nodded to Natalie, who placed her hands on the main console. The crystal ship outside began to change, moving closer to Artemis, its structure becoming fluid, stretching tendrils that attached to the human vessel. Structural integrity failing on decks 4 through 7. Morgan reported, hull breach imminent. The crystal is reinforcing your hull, Zayla explained. The integration is working, but slower than expected. The ship groaned, metal and crystal fighting against each other before finding harmony. The bridge transformed as crystal elements grew from the floor up the walls, creating a hybrid of human and Lumerian technology, integration at 40%. Natalie announced, her voice now sounding completely like Zayla's. Weapon systems coming online. The nearest Kreshak ship fired again, but this time, a crystal shield formed directly in the path of the beam, absorbing the energy, redirecting absorbed energy to weapons. Natalie said, firing. The hybrid ship released a burst of multicolored energy that sliced through 3 Kreshak vessels at once, cutting them in, half multiple contacts approaching. Morgan called out, "Earth Alliance signatures." The Earth cruisers had arrived. The Earth Alliance cruisers entered the battle zone, weapons already firing. Their initial salvos caught the Kreshak ships by surprise, destroying 2 immediately. The remaining Kreshak vessels turned to face the new threat. "This is Admiral Laura Benson of the Earth Alliance 7th Fleet Artemis. What is your status?" Olivia opened communications. "Admiral, this is Commander Stark. We have first contact situation and are under attack by hostile aliens called the Kreshak. We have formed an alliance with another alien species, the Lumerians. Our ships have temporarily merged." A pause. "Commander, your ship appearance has significantly changed. Please confirm your identity." Authorization code: Stark, Victor, Echo. 972, Olivia responded. "Admiral, we have vital intelligence about a threat to Earth. The Kreshak harvest organic life and have targeted humanity. We need to defend this position." "Understood, Commander. Stand by for support." The Earth cruisers moved into defensive formation around the hybrid Artemis. Their weapons more primitive than the Lumerian technology but effective in numbers. "The Kreshak are retreating," Morgan announced, watching the tactical display. "They are opening subspace portals. They will return with a larger fleet." Zayla warned. This was merely a scouting force. Admiral Benson's face appeared on the main screen, her expression a mixture of awe and concern. "Commander Stark, I need an immediate explanation, particularly about the alien aboard your vessel, and why your ship appears to be transforming." "Admiral, with respect, there isn't time for a full briefing," Olivia said. "The Kreshak will return with reinforcements. We need to get to Earth, prepare defenses. The Lumerians can help us." "The Lumerians," the Admiral repeated. "And they are." Zayla stepped forward, allowing herself to be seen. "I am Princess Zayla of the Lumerian Empire, Admiral Benson. We have formed a bond with your people through specialist Natalie Weber. This bond offers protection and knowledge. Our civilizations face a common enemy." The Admiral studied the alien carefully. "Commander Stark, do you vouch for this alien?" "I do, Admiral," Olivia said without hesitation. "The Lumerians saved us from the Kreshak. Their technology is centuries beyond ours, and they have chosen humanity as allies." "Very well." The Admiral nodded. "We will escort you to Earth Station 1. The Defense Council will meet you there, but be warned, Commander, this situation will be thoroughly investigated." "Of course, Admiral." Olivia agreed, as the communication ended. Natalie approached Olivia, the glow in her eyes now permanent. "Captain, the ship integration is stabilizing. We can maintain this form for approximately 72 hours before the crystal must separate." "Will that be enough time to reach Earth?" Olivia asked. "Yes," Zayla confirmed, "but there is something you should know. The bond between Natalie and myself has grown stronger than anticipated. The knowledge transfer was meant to be partial, temporary. But her mind has fully integrated with the information." "What does that mean exactly?" Diana asked, concerned. "It means I am becoming something new," Natalie said softly. "Not fully human, not Lumerian. A bridge between species." My mind continues to expand. I can see patterns, connections that were invisible before. "Is it dangerous?" Olivia asked. "Not dangerous," Zayla assured them, "but unprecedented. We believe Natalie may be the first of a new kind of diplomat, one who truly understands both worlds." The hybrid ship moved smoothly with the Earth Alliance escort. The crystal elements continued to integrate with the human technology, creating something entirely new. "What will happen when we reach Earth?" Morgan asked. "They might see this as a security threat." "They will," Olivia acknowledged, "but they will also see the opportunity. The Kreshak are coming, whether we want this war or not, and we need allies." Diana examined Natalie with her medical scanner. "Your DNA is showing subtle changes. Your brain activity is unlike anything I've ever seen." "I can feel the changes," Natalie admitted. "But I am still me. Still human in all the ways that matter. I just see more now, understand more. When we arrive at Earth, more humans will want to bond with Lumerians. Olivia realized, looking at Zayla. Is that possible? Yes, the princess confirmed. But not all minds can handle the knowledge transfer. Natalie was uniquely suited. Her communication skills, her adaptability, her open mind, these qualities allowed her to integrate the information without harm. So we need to find others like her, Diana suggested. Precisely, Zayla nodded. Humans who can bridge our worlds, who can carry Lumerian knowledge without losing their human perspective, as they traveled toward Earth. Natalie spent hours in the ship's new crystal garden, a space that had formed during the integration where the ship's mess hall had once been. The crystal formed living plants that pulsed with soft light, providing both food and energy. What do you see when you close your eyes now? Zayla asked, joining her. Stars. Natalie replied, but not as we see them with human eyes. I see the currents of energy flowing between them. The paths your ships take, the hidden doorways. Between spaces I see the Kreshak moving, gathering. But I also see other civilizations watching, waiting. Some afraid, some curious. You see the galactic community, Zayla confirmed. The many species that inhabit this part of the universe. Most stay, hidden, observing. The Kreshak have made them cautious. But not the Lumerians, Natalie noted. No, we believe in connection and sharing and growth through diversity, Zayla smiled. Which is why we chose humanity. Your species reminds us of ourselves when we were young, passionate, curious, sometimes reckless, but always moving forward. The hybrid ship approached Earth, the blue planet growing larger in the view screen. The Earth Alliance fleet had grown during their journey, now numbering over 20 vessels. They fear us, Zayla observed. Yes, Olivia admitted, but they are also in awe, and they will listen. As Earth Station 1 came into view, Natalie stood beside Zayla, both glowing softly in the crystal-enhanced bridge. Their bond had created something new, something that might save both their peoples. It begins here, Natalie said, looking at the planet of her birth. The real first contact, not just between Lumerians and humans, but between humanity and the galaxy. Olivia nodded. And what comes next? Change. Zayla and Natalie spoke in unison, their voices harmonizing. Beautiful, terrifying, necessary change. The hybrid ship docked at Earth Station 1, the first chapter of humanity's new history about to be written. A story of bonds, formed between different worlds, different minds, different hearts, but with a shared purpose: to survive, to grow, to reach beyond the stars, and perhaps to find something greater than any single species could become alone.